morning, Sherry G. Happy Wednesday to you. If you haven't done so, hit the like button, subscribe. I'd love for you to be a part of my tribe. I appreciate everyone stopping by my channel and spending a few minutes with me. I just want to, I was reading some different things yesterday, today, and just sharing things with my husband. And I just want to share it with you guys. So keep in mind that everything that we talk about, all the views expressed here, are alleged of my opinion and those who happen to comment below in the comment section. It's of our opinion and it's for entertainment and learn what you can. Okay. With that being said, I was reading an article about Kevin Hunter, and I thought, well, this is pretty interesting and also pretty sad. And I don't really know if I trust him. So we know that Kevin Hunter, this is Wendy Williams' ex-husband. You know, we know that whole saga, how he was cheating on her for decades, and then and allegedly she knew about it, but she just kept on going, right? Just kept on letting things happen. I guess I don't really know what their arrangement was, or all the real insights about that, because I don't know how you could do that. But I guess, he was her manager and she just let it happen. But the last straw was when he had a baby with his side chick. And so they ended up in divorce, and she's been supporting him up until February of last year. And then since February of last year, he's been trying to fight to have their divorce agreement amended where she's still giving him support, because he's having a hard time working. I guess he needs hip surgery, and because of the hip surgery he can't work. He's about to lose his house because he's behind on the homeowner association dues, and just all sorts of drama. But he needs to just get a job, right? Just get a job. So anyway, I was reading yesterday, and it's saying that allegedly his lawyers have advised him to just give up the fight, and he's conceding to do so. I don't know if I trust that. I mean, I don't know. We shall see. But I think it's a good thing. Stop spending money for all these lawyers and get your darn hip fixed, right? Doesn't make any sense. You're spending all this money on a lawyer, but at the same time, you're complaining that you need hip surgery. And I'm sure the lawyers cost you an arm and a leg. Anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. And so I wanted to share that. And then another thing is, a couple of days ago, I think it was like 4 days ago, there's a lady here in Texas who allegedly stabbed 5 of her children and unalived 3 of them. And these children, they're young. They range from 13 months to 6 years old. And she's 25 years old. And allegedly her twin sister, committed a very similar crime 2 years ago. And right now she's in an inpatient mental ward. But my God, pow-powing someone is that's one thing in my mind. It's like, it's quick, it's over. But the mindset of someone to stab someone, it to me, it's crazy. It's like, well, obviously crazy because she's crazy, but where's your mind at? And to do that, not just one time or to one person, but to five of your own children. And I'm just telling you, in my mind, and the story goes that CPS was involved somehow prior to this happening to the children, and they had decided to remove the children from the home, but this happened right before the CPS worker got there. So I don't know if she heard when that, well, they're coming to get the kids. Well, of course she knew they were coming to get the kids, but I don't even know what the story was, because they're still investigating. and grabbing all the pieces to put the story together to try to figure out what the motive even was for her to do that. In my mind, I'm thinking maybe she knew CPS was coming, but who knows, so they're still digging into that. And also the reason why CPS was involved in the first place. So yeah, as I get updates on that, I'm going to report on it. It just blows my mind. And that happened like not too far from where I live. I think this is about an hour away from where I live. So anyway, when I saw that in the news, I'm just thinking, oh my God, like the world is going to hell in a handbasket, but man, it's just some really sick things happening out there, that on top of the four individuals, the four Americans who went to Mexico to support one of their friends getting plastic surgery over there. And then the cartel somehow got involved because I don't know what the cartel was thinking. They mistook them, as the story goes, they mistook them for whatever, but they kidnapped them. They kidnapped them. The four were found. Two of them were found alive, and two of them unalived. So these were four African Americans that went over there, and I'm just like, stay away from Mexico. And I was talking to my boss about it on yesterday because we were talking about it. And, and he was saying that, there's certain places like Cabo and stuff like that you can go. And, the touristy places, you can go there. But it's kind of eerie, too, because there are people around, guards around, armed guards ready just in case something happens. I just think I would love to go to Cabo, but I think I'm just going to stay away. So anyway, I thought that, those two situations caught my attention. And so I just wanted to share them with you. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, we just have to be careful. And when it comes to mental health, I feel like there's signs. There's always some sort of sign. I mean, we need to just check in with our loved ones. I certainly don't know the story behind Miss Hall and what happened. She was only 25 years old, like her family background, what happened to lead to this. And the fact that her twin sister was also accused, allegedly, of a similar crime 2 years ago. They didn't even give details about that, just that much, so yeah. So moving on. Destiny's dad actually rang the cancer bell yesterday. So I thought that was good. And I was really happy for him, no matter how we feel about Destiny and how squirrely she is, how much we feel like she needs to go ahead and get out of LeBarrick's house. Well, maybe now she'll feel like she can move forward because her dad has overcome his situation. But let's just keep him lifted in our prayers and that he continues to stay in remission and live out the rest of his life healthy, right? But yeah, I thought that was pretty good. And, I saw the little video on her page, on her IG, and she seemed really, really happy about that. So maybe that'll give her the fortitude to just go ahead and move forward. We know that she's working on her projects. That's good. But maybe now she will have the stamina to go ahead and pack and get out of LeBarrick's home, allegedly. Moving on. Black's Business Expo is today. So I'm sure we'll see some more about that. And if not today, or in the next couple of days, we're definitely going to see it probably next month, is my opinion. We'll see it on the show because, they did say that, you would get national attention to your business. So, come on out to the expos type of thing. And then they had nationwide attention in capital letters. So most likely that'll be a segment on the show or a little piece on the show. Stormy's supposed to be speaking. So I found that to be interesting. And I know people were saying, well, I wouldn't take any advice from Stormy, da, 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 da. But let's just give it to Stormy. She before she came to the show, she had a business that was booming, allegedly, as far as we know, and it got her, you know, it got her millions, right? So, and for a young woman, that's a big feat. Now, does she have struggles in her business? Yes, she does. Does she have things she needs to work on? Yes. And as I stated in one of my other videos, she could benefit from a great business coach. Stormy just needs to get out of her head, in my opinion, and just understand that she has what it takes. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. Take her eyes off everyone else and just continue to focus on her business and growing that, and working on her distribution, which seems to be her biggest issue. She allegedly stated that in 2019, like it's been an issue since 2019. So here we are in 2023. She claims that she's gotten it together, but we shall see. Hopefully she does. But yeah, I think she could give some good business tips. Her story is definitely inspirational, in my opinion, and people will be drawn by that, if nothing else. So she can inspire people to start. I'm sure she'll have some great questions, and I'm sure there are things that she's learned because just by lurking the internet, right, and listening to all of us speak and the things that we're saying, she could glean from that. There are people giving all kind of good tips and good advice on what she should do and things that could help her business. So hopefully she's taking that all in, and she's doing a Q&A. So to me, that's a big step because you don't know the questions that are going to come up. And I'm sure people are going to ask questions as it pertains to her business and the past issues she had. They may even ask questions about why she's rated an F, a double F, on the Better Business Bureau. So I don't know. Not unless it's staged and she only picks certain questions. I'm telling you, my imagination just goes. And sometimes, yeah, I thought about that too. I'm like, it could be staged where there's just certain people she picks on because it's already staged. So she already knows the questions and she knows what the answers are going to be. I don't know. I mean, we've seen a lot of things happen with this show that haven't been forthcoming or, necessarily true, in my opinion. But hopefully, it'll be honest and it'll be authentic. She'll just pick people and be able to answer their questions. But anyway, you guys have a great Wednesday. That's all I have for you today. Until next time, ciao.